Hi, I'm in Gwangmyeong today and I'm going to be visiting a local cave. This is not something that I usually do, or this is not something that I'm particularly normally would be excited, but this is a special cave that is turned into a theme park that has a bunch of stuff to do. So, let's get going. This is the first thing we see, which says a letter up to the entrance. I love how here in Korea it's usually very organized, and there is a great infrastructure to almost any object. Even when you see hiking, for example, in some places maybe 500, 700, 800 meters up, you will see stairs which will help you greatly climb, comfortably instead of places like this. But it does take away from the kind of adventure thing and untouched nature vibe, so it's a trade-off, but it makes things easier. Right, and while I still remember, I just want to say that Gwangmyeong is a small city located south of Seoul. It's very easy to get to, 20 minutes by KTX. There is a great station here, which has all of the good things around. But for today, it's just the cave. This is what the theme park looks like. There is a couple of interesting facilities like VR center, media tower, there is food court, things like this, a bunch of interesting things. There is healing forest, but what I'm really interested is the cave, because there are two entrances, west and east. I'm not sure if you can go like through, but I think the closest to me now is west gate, and I'm gonna try to buy a ticket now and then get in there. Let's see how it goes. Alright, so I just got the ticket, which was 6,000 won, which is around very roughly $6, and right now I'm heading to the entrance of the cave. Also, another very cool thing, I've been walking here for just about 5-10 minutes. I've seen already 2 sets of toilets, which is great, and there is even a big cafe behind me. This is what the entrance looks like. I can't really show myself here because it's quite dark, but this is what it looks like on the inside. I did read that, the average temperature inside the cave is about 12 degrees, so it's quite cool and great in summer. It's fresh breeze. There is a small river on the side, and we're gonna continue walking now. Let's see what's inside. There are kind of like untouched parts of the caves when there is water dripping, and they put some plastic bags, plastic covers, vinyl covers on top, which is great. It's all preserved a little bit but again only in the scale of Korea. There are so many tourists here, so it's not very a wild place. Let's keep going. You can see there is some fish inside the cave. I hope this one day was real, because this is the stuff that I want to see. Still walking, different music here. It's a bigger part of the cave, which unfortunately cannot be accessed. I think this is some sort of stage here, and this is the stage itself. Nothing is here right now. I'm not sure if it's because of Corona or just bad timing. What's very interesting is this. And cave goes quite deep to the top. Unfortunately, we cannot go in there, but to me this would be the most interesting thing. But this is what it is. We continue to where there is access to normal tourists. And so far this has been the coolest location. It's really a pity that you cannot really go to the real cave where I think they were digging something or mining something. But this is a tourist area after all, so we accept it and we move on. And if we continue walking here, there is some sort of aqua world. Let's see what the aqua world is about. So fish tanks. This is what it is about. Quite many fish tanks. I don't really know much about fish, so I'll just show you a few things that I see as a sequence. And I'm not sure if it's real or artificially made, but there is water flowing from one of the upper parts of the cave and from two sides straight to the water tank or a fish tank here. If the water is this clean, it's great. The next part of the experience is golden plaque fishing wall. I think that's where you put fishes. I see even fishes in Russian, which is great. And here we see the first waterfall in the cave. And right now is the part where I'm finally heading down in hopes of something exciting, because I didn't really check out the videos from here, just a few pictures that are on like tourist websites and stuff, so I don't really know what's here. More on the way. I think it's a little bit cramped here, but we are doing it. There's one more level down, and the deeper you go, the colder it gets. And I've been here for about 20 to 30 minutes for now, I think. Now I'm starting to actually feel chilly. I understand why people who work here, they have like winter coats on. And I have a t-shirt and shorts. Unfortunately, this has been the end of an underground part of the cave. I'm heading back up. Let's see what's up there. And a little bit of the history about this cave is that this was the place where Japanese imperialists were discovering the resources. And there is a very dark side of history for Koreans, and for 3 years this cave was used as a place for refugees to hide and stay during the Korean War. And then a little later, this is where Koreans were mining the resources for quite a long time. And then for almost 40 years this was used as a storage for shrimp. That's because it's a little bit cooler here. It's a natural resource of, cold. And this is normal. This is what lots of caves are used for in many different parts of the world. And ever since 2011, this has become a theme park with everything that you've seen so far. I think this is what the little map here shows about how things used to be, how natural resources were brought down and mined here. So another thing about the history is that once the cave was used as a camp for refugees, there is a child that was born over here. So it's a very significant moment, and they even sculpturized it. And basically these pictures show that other people in the camp, they scribbled their wishes on the walls, and they're still here. But I unfortunately haven't seen them because maybe they're not in the places that are publicly accessible. But they're here. And there is even a wine cafe over here, but unfortunately I know nothing about wine. I just know there are 2 types of wine, so I can't tell you much, even if I taste it. This is like the place where you can check out the wine. One of Korean wineries is located here. Last things to show is that little cafe over here, right by the exit of the cave, where you can buy, mainly drinks, some cheese, tea, and things like this. All right, so this is the end of the Gwangmyeong cave. I've been going out a little bit more often than usual, and I hope it stays like this. If you watched until the end, thank you very much. I really appreciate it, and see you in the next time.